Who could we soon be seeing on the back of a £5 note?
Is it the Queen?
OK, depends which way you turn the note. You're absolutely right, but I think let's define that as being the front of the note, right? Who's on the other side of the note to the Queen?
Unlike the earlier question, I hope the answer isn't Hitler this time.
It's, at the moment, it's someone called Elizabeth Fry, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Who is, I think, Stephen's mother or the person who invented Turkish Delight.
Churchill is going to be on it, and there's been a bit of controversy because he's knocking off a lady, Elizabeth Fry. Anything
Hang on, from the note, rather than getting her...
That'd be a hell of a note, though, wouldn't it? Churchill knocking off Elizabeth.
You fold it a certain way, they start doing it.
This is the proposed £5 note with Churchill's face on it. Yeah, mind you, critics of their being saying, well, that means there'd be no women on the note, have been assuaged by a move to...
no, but I think they should have a feminist icon on it, not least because it means it'd be very uncomfortable for men to go to strip joints. I just like the idea of them having to put Emmeline Pankhurst in a woman's G-string.
I just got to say, I'm not a huge expert on them, but if you're putting fivers into a G-string, you're at, like, the most low-rent strip joint. It really is. Like, they're gonna love you when you go, one of these, maybe? There's £5 for you. I have some change. How much do I get for £4.20?
Did you say they have to have a woman on the £5 note? Because if they put one on the next one up, she'd become known as the tenner lady.
If you were governor of the Bank of England and it was your choice who goes on the notes, wouldn't you have a bit more fun than that when you go fiver? That's me and Menorca. Tenner, that's me meeting Kofi Annan. 20, naked lady. How did that get in there? 50, me and Jeff Boycott.
That may list off some of the other prototypes that are included for the month, because this is an ongoing debate because they change them all the time.
Yeah.
For the fiver, the initial plan was to have this. And then the value rises steadily. For the tenner, obviously, we have this. Particularly jaunty face for 20 quid. That actually works. That actually shockingly does. That really means something.
That would stop you spending that.
There's no way you
go,
put that
no.
No, I have to keep that because you won't.
Put that back in your pocket.
Obviously, there are issues of nationhood and nationality. So this is the €50 note, which was the original. But actually,
You look a bit like Gorbachev with that $5.
Now we come to our final quickfire round called Scenes We'd Like to See. This is for everyone. So if you go over to the performance area, please. I caught ideas for scenarios we'd love to see, and the performers come in with their suggestions. OK, here we go. The first subject is commercials that never made it to air.
Masturbation. Are you getting your 5 a day?
Worried about bankruptcy? Then why not paddle your canoe into the middle of the ocean?
Lidl's own brand shampoo, because you're worthless.
If you hit me at 40 miles an hour, there's an 80% chance I'll die. If you hit me at 30 miles an hour, there's an 80% chance I'll live. Stop trying to hit me.
Poor and too lazy to cook. That's why mums shop at Iceland.
This isn't just a gimp mask. This is an S&M gimp mask.
Do your knickers feel uncomfortable on? Try Bacardi Breeze.
You find flying boring? Fly Qantas, you might die.
The Daily Mail. Racist in public, so you don't have to be.
I'm Fern Britton, and this machine took 2 stone off me. It's a bacon slicer.
I'm John McCain. Why not buy my fitness video?
Are you thinking of drinking and driving? Remember, the M20 is surprisingly quiet on a Saturday night.
We've lost your bags. We've lost your bags. Dee 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 dee.
From Gillette comes the new Sensor Uber XL. For that closest ever shave. In fact, this one slices your face like a potato peeler. It's too close. Get the previous Gillette Sensor. It turns out we couldn't get closer than that one.
31 million names on 3 great discs. Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs. Now that's what I call a monumental cock-up, Volume 1.
Max Mosley doesn't do Nazi-themed orgies, but if he did, they'd probably be the best Nazi-themed orgies in the world.
OK, next topic is bad things to hear on opening the door in the middle of the night.
Hello, I'm Dara O'Brien. I'd like to talk to you about Mock the Week.
I'm back from my canoe trip.
I saw a peeping Tom in your garden, but I warned him. This is my patch.
I'll come to fix your washing machine. You asked for a call-out between 12 and 5.
Hello, I'm afraid my cock is stuck in your letterbox.
Hello. I'm Max Mosley, and I've been a very naughty boy.
I'm afraid your husband's been murdered. Could I borrow a shovel?
Hello, I'm Gordon Brown. Just hold me.
OK, at the end of that round, the points go to Russell, Mark and Andy. Ava, which category would you like?
Home news, please.
OK, home news it is. The answer is 43 years. What is the question?
How long does it take to repay a £10 loan from Wonga.com?
Is it, what's the life expectancy of someone who works at Greggs?
Is it what is the average Silverstone lap time for a Formula 1 car on Pirelli tyres?
Is it how long is too long to be out for if you say I'm just popping down to the shops for a minute?
Is it how old is the Earth if Michelle Obama really is the First Lady?
Is it how old did Dara look when he was 25?
No, you laughed first.
Oh, that's
You can't pretend sympathy when you laughed first.
It is, in fact, how long have my parents regretted using pulling out as a contraceptive?
How long will Julian Assange be living in an embassy before he finally goes, do you know what, I should have just gone to jail?
Is it, if Ed Miliband remains leader, how long will it take before Labour get back into power?
What is the MILF age of consent?
OK, if you put in a ready meal 43 years ago, how long has it been ready for?
How much longer?
Correct answer.
Is that not the correct answer?
No, it's not the correct answer. More of any of you have even attempted to do the correct answer.
It's in how many years will Brazil be ready to host the 2014 World Cup? Genuine proper answer is how long can Gerard Depardieu balance a spoon on his nose?
could have anything that even vaguely resembles a topical news story.
OK, is it... How many years' worth of shale gas are they claiming there is now under the British Isles?
Absolutely right, Chris Addison. Absolutely right. Well done. Unlikely questions from this year's exams.
Discuss the metaphysical meaning of the following poem. My friend Billy has a 10-foot willy.
Would you like this exam to be A, multiple choice, or not?
The Bronte sisters. Shag, marry, push off a cliff.
Discuss the following. The Nazis got all their ideas from the History Channel.
Who was the chap in the A team who would not get on the aeroplane? Was it A, B, or B, A?
If a bank loses £60 billion in a 6-month period, using numbers that you've plucked out of thin air, work out what the chief executive's bonus will be.
Napoleon, a small man or a long way away?
Quantify n in terms of q when q is a positive integer that dissects a parabolic curve.
How's your lucky pencil case now?
What's the name of that round thing that they throw in the Olympics? Discuss.
Draw a diagram of the genitalia of the male elephant. Use all 30 sheets of paper provided.
Biology. Without singing, what is the knee bone connected to?
Explain the use of juxtaposition in Macbeth. Alternatively, write down everything you know about Macbeth in a blind panic because you've got no idea what the word juxtaposition is.
Drama. Question 1. What was it that first made you want to become a waiter?
What is your PIN number?
OK, here we go. The first subject is things you wouldn't hear at a school assembly.
OK, today we're going to have a special outing. So, Miss Williams, if you'd like to tell everybody why you're a lesbian.
We welcome a new member of staff today. He has no arms and no legs and no body, and we will call him the Head.
Would whoever's milkshake is bringing all the boys to the yard, please stop it?
I'm sorry to keep you waiting, boys and girls. I've just had a shit the size of a baby seal.
If you are found in possession of cocaine, you will be given 100 lines. No, wait.
And today in the after-school club, we're going to be using paper mache to make a mother that actually loves you enough to pick you up at 3 o'clock.
I'm delighted to say that during the summer holidays, Mr. Wang married Miss Kerr. His nickname will remain the same.
A wise man once said, boys and girls, that if you try your hardest, you can fulfil your dreams. Generally, that's true. Not for you, though, Tom. You can't read. So...
And today, everyone, we have a new boy. Now, for some reason, whatever reason, he's been to a lot of schools, so be kind to him. Will you please make your way to the front? Richard Poo Willie.
A word about registers. Most of the staff are on one.
So that is how you put on a condom. But, sir, shouldn't you have used a cucumber? Not with that E. coli kicking around.
Sorry I'm late. I just had a bit of a run-in with an interactive whiteboard. It told me to fuck off.
I've had all your mums.
Now the topic is family.
Oh, OK, fine. I did that run very well, didn't I? So, affording your own home is very difficult in today's climate, and recently I've been forced to live with a couple. They're called Dad and Mum. And one thing that my parents' friends all like to let me know is that they are down with the pervs. They are down with the pervs. They love the pervs, and I'm gay. I'm gay. I don't know if I needed to explain that. Well, I say I'm gay. I hardly find the time. But I mean, I'm a Gemini as well, but they don't get a parade. But the thing is, like, their friend, Les, wanted to come over and talk to me. Les comes over and he says, oh, Tom, I've got to tell you, right, my brother, he is gay now. Gay? Now, I mean, it sounded like he'd done an evening class and become a Pilates instructor. Said, oh, yeah, my brother, he's gay now, and he's ever so worried about telling me, He said, oh, I've got to tell you, Les, I'm gay, Les. I thought, gay, Les? That's complicated, isn't it? I didn't know you could be both. So I'm gay, Les. And I just said to him, Tom, oh, don't worry, bruv, there's one on every bus. Which I thought was a very confusing thing to say, because as far as I'm concerned, all the gays I know use Uber.
Thank you very much, Tom. Well done. Give that round of applause to Tom Allen. What has Gove said the schools must now promote?
My new DVD.
Oh, sorry, so he has to say British value.
These on.
You do.
What has Gove said schools must promote?
His new DVD.
Yeah. Say that again, sorry, say that again.
His new DVD.
No, not you.
Is that poo in the river, said he, or... Sorry, it's, We know where it's going. Yes, said Tigger, and we're never holidaying in Newcastle again.
Why is this man in the news this week?
He's the Prime Minister of our country, darling.
This week's clip... I'm fluffed it there now. This week's clip...
You fluffed it so much
This
as...
week's clip featured the leaders.
So what do you want to know about me? I like reading, cinema, socialising with friends and a cheeky farm up the arse. Farm up the arse. That's always funny, isn't it? How would a farm up the arse never not so?
I don't know. I can think of a lot of circumstances where it's not the least funny thing in the world at home for the arse.
Yeah, true.
I've forgotten.
The topic is animals. Who wants to come in? That's Romish.
There's no one there.
How shit would you be in the cast of the new Star Wars film? This is a picture of David Cameron lobbying European leaders to block the appointment of former Luxembourg PM Jean-Claude Juncker as the new president of the European Commission. Oh, I fucked it up again. It's the Juncker, isn't it? Fuck him and his stupid name.
Apparently the cabinet now is more Eurosceptic. But imagine thinking that Europe doesn't actually exist. I mean, I had a near-Europe experience once when I was on holiday in Kent. I found myself walking along a tunnel towards the light. In the end, someone said, bonjour. That's so unfair, I thought I led a good life.
You're never quite sure which week Milton is actually mocking, are you?
If you could make your way to the performance area, please. This round is a stand-up challenge. I launch a wheel of news, and wherever it chooses to stop, one of our performers must step forward and talk about that subject. The winner is whoever I think is the funniest. OK, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. And it's the economy. Any persons?
I suppose we should be grateful we're not in Greece. Things very bad there. There's rioting. Things so bad, the austerity measures, that they can't even afford to put petrol in their milk bottles to chuck them. Things are so bad they're having to put milk in their milk bottles. That's how bad things are. Oi, take that! Yeah! In 2 hours, your clothes are going to smell really bad. The European Central Bank, right, they have said that when it comes to Greece, they think it may be a bit like the Ebola virus, right? And they said we may have to cut off our leg to survive. Now, they may know a bit about finance. They know very little about the Ebola virus. It affects your entire body. You cut your leg off, you've still got the Ebola virus. You've just got one leg bloody less.
Thank you very much, Andy Parsons. OK, let's spin the wheel again. The subject is clubbing. Who wants to talk about that? Miles.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you can all tell I'm a bit of a clubber. Nothing I like more than getting down to the local hotspot and shaking the old batty and ting, a bit of shawaddy-waddy. Don't mind if I do. No, I have tried night clubbing. It's not really my thing. I'm a bit too delicate, my system. I was in a nightclub recently. A fellow young raver danced up and shouted, "I'm loving it, loving it, loving it!" I replied, "I'm finding it all a bit noisy, finding it all a bit noisy, finding it all a bit noisy." People jump around like crazy in those places. At one point, my cup and saucer was knocked clean out of my hand. It's tricky. I mean, I've tried the dancing. That's not my thing either. I don't care if I haven't got sexy Latin rhythms. I've got a Latin A-level. Much more transferable in the job market. I was on the dance floor recently. A lot of my fellow young ravers were blowing whistles, so I joined in and gave a bloody good pop on my bugle. Unfortunately, that meant half the Bosworth Hunt came charging in across the dance. Hounds mistook 3 of the ginger students for foxes, and there was a hell of a mess.
Thank you very much, Miles Josh. OK, that leaves us with Jack. Let's see what you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is health.
I know what you're thinking. Yeah, that is my gun. So, we are in the midst of an obesity epidemic, and the people I blame, definitely, are the supermarkets, because I don't think they're doing enough, right? Like, you go into any supermarket now, you buy food. If you care about what you put into your body, you look at the nutritional information, you know, the little wheel of guilt that every packet has on it now. That lures you in, doesn't it? Like, you buy something, like ice cream. It's like, this ice cream only contains 5% of your daily intake of calories. You're like, oh, that's very promising. I'll buy and eat the ice cream then. Then you look a little bit closer, above the little wheel of guilt, tiny white writing, 1/8 of a tub. Oh, you cheeky bastard. You're not allowed allowed to do that, put on the packet whatever makes it sound good to sell the product, then make up a ludicrously unrealistic portion size so I buy it like a twat? That's like Greg's going, this sausage roll only contains 2% of your daily intake of calories, if you lick it. It needs to be more. I think what the supermarkets need to start doing is putting warnings on their packets of food, like they do with cigarettes. You buy cigarettes, it's got a horrible picture of, like, a lung caked in shit. You're like, oh, I don't want to smoke that. You should do it with food. Tesco's on cakes should just have pictures of, I don't know, a really fat woman crying as she walks out of Topshop empty-handed.
OK, at the end of that round, what the hell? Points for everyone. Come on, sit back down here.
Now we play a round called Wheel of News, which involves everybody. So if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This is a stand-up challenge based on this news wheel, dotted with topical subjects and faces. We spin the wheel, and when it stops, anyone can step forward and try to make us laugh about the subject it has landed on. If I judge that a person has got a big enough laugh, he or she is safe and gets to sit down again. The first team to have all its players sitting down at the desk wins the round. So here goes. Let's spin the wheel. Well, Michael Howard, the Tory party leadership. Who wants to get in on that? Ah, like a shot.
Hello. It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. At the election, I announced my timetable for action, and here it is. I'm going.
Very good. Rory, very much sit down. To be honest, you could have sat down after you did the face. So let's spin the wheel again. OK, education. Who wants to go for that? Frankie's up.
The government's new education policy, apparently, is to make children stay at school till they're 18. It's just not living in the modern world, is it? 17-year-olds having to go to school. Who's going to pick their kids up from primary? The Catholic Church have got a big thing this week. They say they don't want sex education in schools because that's like giving the kids pornography, as opposed to the traditional Catholic method of educating them, of actually shagging them. Come on. Sex education at my school was a muttered warning about the janitor.
That's perfect. Frankie, sit down. Well done, you go. Covered yourself in glory there. Let's have another look at the next story. OK, ASBOs. Who wants to go in on ASBOs? It's Linda.
Yeah, I think people are a bit down on ASBOs, but you've got to remember, these are the only qualifications that some kids are going to get.
Linda, sit down. Well done. What's our next topic? OK, ID cards. Who wants to come in on that? Jeremy.
Well, these are interesting because the defenders of ID cards say, well, we already have to carry lots of ID. You need to establish your identity in order to establish your entitlement to enter certain leisure centres or to claim benefit or to establish your entitlement to enter certain buildings. But this new card will establish your entitlement to go outside. And people say, well, they were a good idea because we had them in the Second World War. But in the Second World War, it was just a piece of cardboard that said, this is Mr. Wilkins, he's not a German spy. This will be this digitised, magnetised thing that says, this is Mr. Wilkins, he may not be a German spy, but he's got a genetic heart defect, his sister's against GM crops, and he took a video late back to Blockbuster in 1997.
Jeremy, please sit down. So, it's a tie-break situation. I'm going to spin the wheel one more time. I want the two remaining players, that's Hugh and John, to give me something on that one topic. You both get a go of it, and the audience essentially decides. So, let's spin the wheel. OK, the nation's health.
Apparently, it's very important to stay healthy, to have 5 portions of fruit a day. I do that. I have half a packet of Starburst. The Tories are very big on MRSA, which I found a bit surprising. I reckon most of them thought it was the way a posh man would pronounce the lead singer of the Smiths.
Just stand there, Hugh, because John is going to try to top that now.
There is absolutely no need to worry about Britain's health because, as we've all learnt, Jamie Oliver is going to save us all. And if Jamie Oliver has only taught me one thing, and he has, it's this, that an unhealthy lifestyle is like a homing pigeon. Yes, it's a lot of fun at the time, but one day it will track you down and it will kill you.
Very good. I'm going to give it to John, so John and his team are the winners. Our next round is called If This Is the Answer, What Is the Question? On the board are 6 categories. Rod, which category would you like?
The media, please.
Right, the media, OK. The answer is 1 million. What is the question?
How many Asian children are Brad and Angelina planning to adopt?
Is it, how many times could I punch Adrian Chiles in the face without making him uglier?
Is it in a poll of 1 million people? How many people hate Cristiano Ronaldo?
Is it...
Yes, clearly neither he nor his mother were in the poll then.
No. Is it how many men will take their kids to watch Harry Potter this week simply to see how Hermione's getting along?
Is it, in 20 years' time, what will be the size of the black nation that Madonna rules?
Is it, how many nectar points do you need to get a set of tumblers?
How much of the money that Amy Winehouse made from the song Tried to Make Me Go to Rehab has she spent on rehab?
Is it by what percentage would the situation in the Middle East be improved if we gave George Bush to the Taliban?
Is it, what number would you get if you took everybody in Scotland who gave a shit about the Ashes and added 1 million?
Is it the number? It's something to do with the phone tapping thing.
It is something to do with the phone tapping, yeah.
Is it the number of conversations of John Prescott's they had to listen to before they got one without the words party bucket in it?
Oh, I know what it is. It's the amount of celebrities that were on a list that they were going to...
Not 1 million.
It's the number they
How
paid
long a list? How long a list would that be?
Hey, it's the amount the News of the World had to... That's paid out so far to people who have accused them of tapping their phone.
Absolutely well done, Rod Gilbert. That's spot on. Very good. Greg, which category would you like?
Science, please.
OK, science is the category. The answer is 40 years. What's the question?
What is the average waiting time at Glasgow A&E on a Friday night?
Is it, for how long would I happily follow Beyoncé up an impossibly tall ladder?
Is it how long would it take to cook John Prescott?
Is it...
Medium rare.
Yeah. What is the youngest my balls have looked?
Is it how much older does Dara look than Russell?
Is it, on average, how long does it take me to knock one out to loose women?
Genuinely, depends who's on the panel, I feel. That average can sway quite a lot.
The day you were on it was fantastic.
I'm doing it next week, and what I really don't want is to be thinking, oh, what's Frankie Boyle doing right now?
You'll be thinking... it's a safe bet, Lucy. To be honest, even if I'm not watching it, it's just that time of day.
What duration did Michael Jackson's agent initially plan for his run at the O2 Arena?
How long is it going to take me to raise the finance for my self-penned disaster porno film, 6911?
It's about space. I know the answer, Hugh, please. I know the answer. Is it for how many years has Buzz Aldrin looked in the mirror and gone, it should have been me?
That is essentially the answer. Do you want to give the answer slightly more?
It's 40 years since we landed on the moon.
Very good, well done, Russell. Thank you very much.
Alan, which category would you like? Politics, please.
OK, your category is politics. The answer is 27. What is the question?
How many moons does Uranus have? I'm not sure it's political right now.
Well, I don't know. Don't say you don't get the news from us.
Yeah. Is it in Dundee? How long does a day seem to last?
Would that be 27 hours or 27 days?
Just the number 27. They've not come up with the concept of either hours or days in Dundee. They live in a timeless pit.
Is it, if you're a footballer, how many times can you punch a DJ and get away with it?
Is it after how many miles of a marathon are you absolutely certain you've taken the wrong turning?
Is it how many Gurkhas actually know who Joanna Lumley is?
Is it how long was the trail of chocolate hobnobs I used to lure my gran through the doors of a Swiss clinic?
Where did you start that trail? How big were those hobnobs?
Scotland. It was just like an Easter egg hunt. One on the plane, one in Geneva.
Is it how many times a day does Russell Brand think of writing a joke, then give up and just shag someone?
Is it how old is this year's winner of Middlesbrough's glamorous granny competition?
Is it how many times could I flick a peanut hard into Amanda Holden's face before she felt anything?
Is it how many people still have jobs?
It's the age of the Conservative MP who was elected at the Norwich by-election.
You're absolutely right. Well done, Frankie. Stephen, which category would you like?
The economy.
OK, the economy it is. The answer is £100 a day. What is the question?
Can I just say I'm very excited to be here, by the way, and if things don't go too well, I will be playing the race card.
I'll be honest, it's always worked for me.
Is it perhaps? How much Iceland food does the Katona family go through?
Is it what does Jade Goody spend on magic beans?
Is it how much more was Joseph Fritzl spending on groceries than seemed normal for a family of his size?
Yeah, I know we're spoiling that dog, Joseph, but nappies and flip-flops.
Is it how much does Max Mosley spend on plasters? Did you read about that? Spanked for 5 hours. It'd be horrific. I hate it when I stub my toe.
Yeah, but you don't stub your toe with your arse.
Is it how much could you earn if you answered this ad? Work from home, must be gullible, no skills required.
Is it how much is Brooklyn Beckham's pocket money?
Is it how much would I pay somebody to dress up as a lion, go to IKEA and hide in a cupboard?
Is it what do I pay my cleaner not to go to the police?
Is it David Blunkett's swear box as he hangs pictures?
OK, so I get he'd missed the nail because he's blind. Why is he hanging pictures? He's blind.
It is something genuine to do with houses, isn't it?
It is something to do with houses, yes.
What's the average house price going down by?
That is exactly right. Well done, Frankie Boy. There you go.
I would like home news, please.
Home news it is. The answer is 1 year. What is the question?
What would be an appropriate prison sentence for people who use the phrase hollybobs?
Not the answer, but I'll take it.
Is it how long the BBC have left now they've lost Bake Off?
And the clock is already ticking. Yeah.
Is it in a Wetherspoon's kitchen, what is the chef's equivalent of the 5-second rule?
Is it Southern Rail's estimate for a London to Brighton journey?
Do people kiss goodbye to their children at a Southern Rail station and go, you look after your mum?
How long does it take to earn £100 if you work at Sports Direct?
How long does it take a YouTube clip to buffer at my parents' house?
Is it... How long would Charles Manson have gotten in prison if he'd been a promising swimmer?
Yeah.
Bit of politics there.
How long does Jeremy Hunt want junior doctors to work per week?
OK, so under Theresa May's education reforms, how much of a carefree childhood will children now be allowed?
Is it how long would it take to rewatch all of Dara's TV appearances from the last month?
Thank you very much. If I make a joke about ISIS in the queue, how long will it take me to get through airport security?
OK, is that the correct answer?
I think. How long has Jeremy Corbyn been leader of the Labour Party?
It is indeed. Thank you very much, you guys. Well done.
Science, please.
Science, yes. Whoop! Science! One up our team. Your category is science. The answer is 7 months. What is the question?
Is it how old Princess Charlotte will be when the Daily Mail start commenting on her weight?
Is it how long does my nephew think I've been playing hide and seek with him?
Is it how long until Sepp Blatter gets bummed in prison?
Is it how old was Jack Whitehall when he first appeared on this programme?
Is it if I get a 30-second advert before a YouTube video, how long does that feel?
Skip it in 5!
You can't always skip! You can't always skip!
Some of them you have to prove you're over 18 as well. It's a nightmare.
Is it, if I was in charge, what would be the prison sentence for saying chillax?
Is it how long does it take to get to Glasgow on a megabus?
Yes, a megabus. I am the accepted
As if
face.
you've ever gone on a megabus.
I'm on every megabus, Pat.
Is it how long it takes Dara to start a sentence?
What's this? What are you going? Britain's Got Talent now? Is that what you're doing?
So actually, I really haven't got over that Britain's Got Talent thing. You brought it up out of nowhere 2 weeks in a row, Dara.
I will continue to until I hunt that man down and kill him. It wasn't the fact that he did it. It was the fact that it was a snippet that they chose in all the acts. They said, oh, they take 1 second from each act. And his was just him going, and the number underneath. 9888999.
I know, but...
There's more to me than that.
Is there?
No. Seemingly not.
Is it to avoid suspicion, how long is Mo Farah planning to run his next 10,000 metres in?
OK, can we move to the correct answer, please?
Is it how long it took for me to get over seeing my dad in the bath?
That's very quick, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
It took me 4 years.
Really? What's he doing looking at my dad?
Surely more the question is, what was your dad doing in his bath?
Friday night's Friday night.
It's to do with that thing on the comet.
That thing... That's your correct answer. It's to do with that thing on the comment.
I can't believe that this is the right answer.
Oh, my God. Go on.
It's basically, how long was the space probe that landed on the comet asleep for?
Absolutely right. Thank you very much. Andy Parson. 1/3. What is the question?
Is it how much of a bottle of vodka I'd have to drink before I found Lewis Hamilton even vaguely interesting?
Is it how many of this week's news stories lend themselves to comedy?
It's been that kind of 3 weeks, really, hasn't it, Andy? Yes.
Is it how much of Greece can you buy for £1?
Is it how much of Kim Kardashian is made up of arse?
Is it, of all of the children that I taught maths to, which proportion of them genuinely had a future?
Is it what emoticon would I use to tell someone that I've wrapped a rubber band around my scrotum?
Is it what I'm always missing from a threesome?
Is it FIFA's target survival rate for stadium workers at the World Cup?
Is it, according to legend, how much of you is your head?
Yes. Should be noted. I'll tell you what it could be answered to. What proportion of that team have I seen completely butt naked?
Yeah. Has anyone got any answers to a question? I feel like I answered asked for 10 minutes.
Is it how many of the words spoken by Kanye West are about Kanye West?
Is it? The way you pronounce Kanye West is incredible.
Well,
It's like you're asking somebody if they're able to West. Like...
Is it think of a fraction that rhymes with the word bird? Think of a fraction that rhymes with the word herd?
No.
Is it think of a fraction that rhymes with the word interred?
No.
Is it think of a fraction that sounds funny if you say it with an Irish accent?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was waiting for you to do. Yes. Think of a fraction that I say is 1/3.
What a funny country.
You're not on Radio 4 yet.
I do. This is genuinely the correct answer.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
What proportion of the works planned by Network Rail have already gone wrong or over budget?
There absolutely is the question I was looking for. You did. The answer is yoga, sushi and ice. What is the question?
Is this what Eric Pickles uses to deal with trapped wind?
Is it what would the three wise men have brought Jesus if he was born in Notting Hill?
You think your Chinese tattoo says keep the faith. What does it actually mean?
Is it, in fact, just what does Madonna smell of?
Is it 16 years from now, what will my son tell me when I ask him what A-levels he's doing?
Is it name 3 things Nigella won't be asking Charles Saatchi to pay for anymore?
Is it Pingu's Rider?
He did nothing. I'm doing nothing till I get more sushi in here.
What is the strapline to the hit Japanese television programme, The Loose-Limbed Fish Eaters of the Arctic?
Is it what answer will you get if you ask Paris Hilton to name the elements?
Is it, if you own a bar in Soho, what should you call it to guarantee it'll always be chock full of wankers?
Is it simply what are 3 things which are very difficult to sell door to door?
It is name 3 things that can make you lose the feeling in your legs.
Sushi. Yeah. Do you know what sushi actually is?
Is it what Andy Murray uses to keep up his training regime?
It absolutely is. Well done. Ava, which category would you like?
Home news, please.
OK, home news it is. The answer is 43 years. What is the question?
How long does it take to repay a £10 loan from Wonga.com?
Is it what's the life expectancy of someone who works at Greggs?
Is it what is the average Silverstone lap time for a Formula 1 car on Pirelli tyres?
Is it how long is too long to be out for if you say I'm just popping down to the shops for a minute?
Is it how old is the Earth if Michelle Obama really is the First Lady?
Is it how old did Dara look when he was 25?
No, you laughed first.
Oh, that's sweet.
You can't pretend sympathy when you laughed first.
It isn't, in fact, how long have my parents regretted using pulling out as a contraceptive?
How long will Julian Assange be living in an embassy before he finally goes, do you know what, I should have just gone to jail?
Is it, if Ed Miliband remains leader, how long will it take before Labour get back into power?
What is the MILF age of consent?
OK, if you put in a ready meal 43 years ago, how long has it been ready for?
Can I have the correct answer, please? Can I have the correct answer?
Is that not the correct answer?
No, it's not the correct answer. Nor have any of you even attempted to do the correct answer.
It's in how many years will Brazil be ready to host the 2014 World Cup? Genuine proper answer is how long can Gerard Depardieu balance a spoon on his nose?
Could I have anything that even vaguely resembles a topical news story?
OK, is it how many years' worth of shale gas are they claiming there is now under the British Isles?
Absolutely right, Chris Addison. Politics, and the answer is 9%. What's the question?
Is it percentage of British people without sunburn?
Yes. In this room, I think.
Is it the percentage of British men who bought for their wife 50 Shades of Grey, then tied them to the bed and pissed off down the pub?
Rounding it up, what percent of Jesus' disciples turned out to be a bit of a wrong-un?
Is it what percentage of people at a Michael Bublé concert aren't using Tenor Lady?
Is it what percentage of EDL members can spell EDL?
At what point would I normally start running around the room going, have you got a charger? Have you got a charger?
Is it for how much of history has Bruce Forsyth been alive?
As a relatively successful stand-up comedian, how much tax should I be paying?
Is it the percentage of Talisa's phone book she didn't have to delete in custody?
What are Edward Snowden's chances of making 40? Well, I'm not going to kill him.
Are you sure you weren't initiating the murder of Edward Snowden?
Unless this is a sleeper cell that I really hadn't known about.
You definitely offered me £100 backstage to kill Edward Snowden. It definitely happened.
To be honest, you're a Geordie. You'll do anything for £100.
What proportion of the UK electorate think UKIP is in fact a sleeping tablet?
OK. I know I say these words a lot.
The real answer is...
I need to use words.
What gradient of hill makes Chris Froome go, that's a piece of piss?
How many Glastonbury Festival goers are still chilling out in front of the pyramid stage?
Is it how much of the show will be over by the time you get the correct answers to this?
What percentage of this panel will still be alive when Dave show the final repeat of this episode?
Amen, brother.
I would like to... OK. Sorry, genuinely, the correct answer you can, please.
Genuinely,
yes.
What percentage of people actually can't believe it's not butter?
Is it genuinely... What percentage of Dale Winton's skin has not been replaced by a world of leather?
Please, can we just have a proper answer for once on the show?
Is this the MP's pay rise? Is this how much our MPs pay due to go up by?
Absolutely right. Thank you very much. Ed Bird. Catherine, which category would you like?
Sport, please.
OK, your category is sport. And the answer is 32 days. What is the question?
Is it at what age was Ramesh able to achieve a full beard?
It's a celebration. It's a celebration of your culture.
Is it, according to the people I recently bought a couch from, how long is 10 working days?
Is it due to BBC budget cuts? How far into the future is Doctor Who going to be travelling in the next series?
How long was my friend Lee in hospital when we saw the sign for Burnley?
Is it how would Joey Essex describe a fortnight?
The total amount of time that an average Big Brother contestant has spent in full-time education.
How long does it take the elephant man to exfoliate? Oh, what? Yeah.
Too soon?
Yeah.
According to his tax return, how many days did Gary Barlow work last year?
Is it the number of days before One Direction can safely give a urine sample?
Can you think of a rhyme for songs of praise?
They're really getting
I think
pretty,
I've actually genuinely lost my mind.
OK, can we need to move towards the correct answer if we can, please.
What length of menstrual cycle would keep you permanently nervous?
How long the World Cup is going to last?
Yes, it is. Very, very good. Thank you very much, Catherine. You may not have seen one. It was a story in Ireland in the Evening Herald in Dublin last week. And it's quite a moving story. It's about Alzheimer's disease.
Oh.
It was, yeah. And the story basically was being a big head may be good for you. Scientists found that large-headed individuals with Alzheimer's have better memory and thinking skills than sufferers with small heads. All of which is quite interesting. You see, the next paragraph I found difficult to take. People with larger than average heads, like comedian appear to be better protected if they develop Alzheimer's disease, as studies suggest. Now, that would be all right if it wasn't for that. Like, the article actually came with a giant photograph of me next to the article, under the word big head, can protect me at Alzheimer's. Written underneath that was extra large, : report is good news for Dara O'Brien. No, it's not. It's not good news, because I suddenly realised I've got a big head, apparently.
What do you mean you've suddenly realised?
What do you mean you suddenly realised?
Dara, protect us from the Alzheimer's.
Back in Canada, I did some modelling. It was for medical, it was for penile dysfunction. It was a before and after picture.
This is true. I didn't model. I don't model for big head things. I don't regard myself as having a large head. I don't have difficulty buying hats. I don't have difficulty getting into jumpers. My head has caused me no...
When did those three guys get here?
To be fair, a big head doesn't normally cause the owner a problem. It causes the owner's mother a problem. How do you think?
Have you ever seen Dara?
It's smaller than my hips, for God's sake.
Your head is smaller than your hips. What kind of shape are you? You're a peanut.
Shakira.
Of course my head is smaller than my hips.
Dara, but it's...
Is your head not smaller than your hips?
No! Dara, look at me.
Oh, you're weird.
Yeah. Look at me. I'm going to take you to a hall of mirrors and show you how you should look. It's the kid from Mars. See, look at that. It's fine.
Your head is absolutely enormous. In fact, on a normal-sized head, that would be a full head of hair.
So the good thing is...
Are you not staying in my house tonight?
When Dara opens an umbrella, it's like one of them little cocktail ones.
To put in context how big it is, Dara, it has its own gravitational field. It's pulled in an entire planet behind it. This desk was straight when we started.
I was expecting sympathy. That's why I introduced it.
What I did was I said something about... I revealed a weakness in front of 6 comedians, and I thought, there's a group that'll help me through this.
I think of you all as friends. I don't think of you as comedians. Things you wouldn't hear at the Olympics.
The athletes will now go forward to receive their medals and complimentary prawn crackers.
And there is the Chinese coxless 4. It's a harsh punishment, but that's what happens if you lose a heat.
And look, there's Paula Radcliffe in a clown outfit holding a sparkler.
We can't find a national anthem to Togo. We're going to have to use the Benny Hill theme tune.
And that is a personal best. The first time I've managed to crack one off to the weightlifting.
Oh, my God, things are really exciting here at the sailing.
And there goes the bell. Someone has stolen the bell.
Now, over to the Paralympics with Glenn Hoddle.
She's passed 1, she's passed 2. Paula Radcliffe is very ill indeed.
He medalled in Sydney, he medalled in Athens, and he's going to medal here unless someone catches him.
And coming up, your chance to watch teenagers in leotards without feeling bad.
To show you just how polluted this city is, the javelin has got stuck in the sky.
The leading British swimmer has had to pull out of the 400 metres freestyle because he couldn't find £1 for the locker.
Well, we should have done better in the shooting, and this young team from South Manchester know it.
And anyone who thinks that this opening ceremony is amazing has never been to Blackpool on ecstasy.
Why did one of Corbyn's shadow cabinet appointments upset farmers?
Oh, it's his farming minister is a vegan. She's the only politician less welcome on a farm than David Cameron.
The good thing about having a vegan agriculture minister is they will not talk bullshit. They talk organic mulch.
She wants to treat meat eaters the same as smokers, doesn't she? And you're thinking, well, you know, certainly if you go into Pizza Hut and order the meat feast, you'll think twice about that, wouldn't you, if you have to eat it outside?
I don't know. If people gathered outside offices to just eat meat, I think that would become enormously popular.
Just do the pepperami like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Bloody hell, it didn't used to be like this, did it?
Sitting under one of those heat lamps, it's slowly cooking.
You can imagine meat eaters going away to European holidays just to come back to be like, it was amazing, you can still eat meat inside over there.
But then the NHS could help with, like, wean you off with, like, a meat patch. Or you could just chew an OXO cube if you were getting, like, pangs.
Could you put an OXO tube into an e-cigarette and, like, and vape it? Would that, would that perform the same thing? Oh, beefy. Oh, I really need
Sorry,
that.
it just sounded like you were having sex with Ian Botham then.
Tell him again about those long walks, beefy.
I think she's got a point, though. I think meat is quite similar to smoking. I think, you know, a lot of people after sex, they like to have a cigarette. And I like to, after sex, just have a quick spit roast.
OK, who also had a party conference this week?
I believe it was UKIP.
It was, of course, UKIP. Yes, they did, actually, yeah. Nigel Farage, big fan of the show. How are you, Nigel? Good to the...
The thing about it wasn't they didn't have enough people, did they, at UKIP? They had to slash the ticket prices because nobody was turning up. I mean, they keep on telling us the country is full, but they can't even fill their own conference hall, can they?
It was at Doncaster Racecourse,
It
which
was
is
Doncaster.
weird, given the trouble they've had with the first past the post system. Why was it?
Why are these people paying to go and watch the UKIP conference? Do you know what I mean? If you want to watch, like, boring old men in shit clothes talk about hating foreigners, Top Gear's on Amazon soon.
Unlikely lines from a war movie.
Bad luck, Sir Winston. I'm afraid the Second World War's gone to penalties.
I'm going to go and rescue a horse that's trapped in the wire. You put the potatoes on.
We've located the battleship. It is in the squares B5, B6, B7, 8, 9.
I was sent upriver in Vietnam, tasked with killing a renegade colonel. That was one hell of a gap year.
I haven't seen a case of trench foot this bad since the Isle of Wight festival.
It is better to die on your feet than live on your knees. Anyway, enough about that Talisa video.
Well, if nothing else, this is going to make a lovely tapestry.
We're at 5,000 fathoms. Bing! The hull will never take it, Captain. Bing! And you going bing isn't helping either.
Louis, this could be the start of a beautiful friendship, but only if you dress up as a nurse and give me a discharge.
Sir, new intelligence has come in from the letters page of the Daily Mail, and it seems Herr Hitler has a point.
I can't stand the sound of the guns. Why did I move to Tottenham?
In the Marines, our motto is no one gets left behind. Private Cameron, where is your daughter?
We make an amphibious landing here. We scale the cliff, avoid the sweeper, bounce on the big balls, and I'll meet you in the wipeout zone.
Chaps, we're about to go over the top. I have a message for you from High Command. Simply says, war! What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again now. War!
Don't put your stuff in that one. It's got a really catchy edge on it. I call it the hurt locker.
Medic! 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 I'll tell you what the problem is. I've been shot in my dick.
OK, and the boys over to Chris, Hugh and Gary. We start with a round call. If this is the answer, what is the question? On the board are 6 categories. Ed, which category would you like?
Sport, please.
OK, the category is sport, and the answer is 33. What is the question?
Is it how many pages in a Game of Thrones script are just the word tits in massive letters?
Is it, what is the emoticon for 2 women in a queue?
Is it the number of women I slept with in my 20s plus 32?
Is it how many children you have to qualify for a family ticket at Mormon Centre Parks? Is it
At what age did I finally accept that I would never play the Milky Bar Kid?
You really want to do that? Dream diet.
I've got 3 years to go.
Finally accepted.
Okay. How many cans of Fosters can you drink and still be below under the limit? How can...
That's the way you wouldn't want to say it if you'd actually been stopped by the police. And how much would you be able to drink? Well, how many Fosters can you have?
I think you'll find the limit, actually. I am below under the limit. Not above.
Is it after how many miles did one of the proclaimers ask if they were nearly there yet?
Surely they go, why are we both going? you're the only one who's going to shag her. Why am I joining you on this 500-mile journey?
You promised me she had a friend. Is that right?
Is it... if a minicab says that it's 5 minutes away, how minutes...
Holy! Oh, don't talk bad about Uber.
Well, here, the mini-cab industry has long fingers, isn't it? You don't have that today.
Well, from now on, I'm taking a black cab. There is a little bit of glass. Look, we've had a bit now.
Sue! Injuries at work!
Oh, my God. Have you been injured? You probably did the voiceover for those ads. Why did you ask yourself?
I had 33 Fosters and then the light exploded!
Now, I'm going to check with you. What do you think? They're happy.
They're happy.
Oh, they're happy.
Yeah, brilliant, yeah.
Carry on. So easy for you to say. All right, okay. We're being shelled here.
Is it how many people are going to be sacked after that light explosion?
Name 3 things that were part of Andy Murray's preparations for his historic Wimbledon win. This is news that in scorching temperatures, Andy Murray defeated the world #1 Novak Djokovic to become the first British man in 77 years to win the Wimbledon men's singles final. An integral part of helping Murray achieve his success was his health and fitness regime, which included yoga, a 6,000 calorie a day sushi-rich diet and post-match ice baths. Did you watch it? Did you enjoy it?
Did I watch the ice bath?
The ice bath. No, that wasn't broadcast.
Apparently, he actually has ice baths in a wheelie bin. And I think that can't be enjoyable, can it? Particularly if he does it on a Tuesday and gets carried away by the cancer.
It was a historic moment because it was after years of naysaying, years of doubt, years of, can it be done? After 77 years, Andy Murray proved that Scottish people can operate in that temperature.
I know, by the way, I know that last year Andy came into the studio after after not winning the final. It's kind of become a little tradition, and I don't want to make a big thing of it, but he's in the back of the room tonight there, enjoying the show so far, Andy, laughing away there. Yes, ha 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 ha! Don't freeze frame it. It gives it away. We sent the invitation.
He's had a shave since the final. It's amazing.
We're laughing away. He loved that one. Did you like that one as well, Andy? Do you think that's very funny? Laughing away. Very, very good.
The fact that the bloke who was here last year behind him's come back again.
Good to have him back as well. Good to have Terry there. Hiya, Terry. Good to have you here. Yes, he trains using sushi diet. And what they do is they give him a load of sushi and then he has to run around the conveyor belt trying to get it. That's been a major part of his training.
That's why his training is so expensive. Those little plates add up, don't they?
Man, sometimes they go, green plate, and he'll drop all the red plates and just go for green plates and get them instead. OK, here we go. Let's spin the wheel for the first topic. And the first subject is parenthood. Who wants to come in on that? Ed.
Been thinking recently that I should maybe have a baby, but thought about it and definitely not. Couldn't handle that amount of responsibility, something that precious. It's terrifying. I've got friends who've just had a baby and they offer that thing around like a plate of biscuits. Do you want to hold my baby? Do you want to hold my baby? I don't want to touch your baby. That is a heart in a bag. I'm going nowhere near that thing. You wouldn't send the work experience into the boardroom, would you? Start me off at holding your uncle and I will work my way up. This is Uncle Toby, 47, from Swansea. Don't worry about dropping me, Ed. I am absolutely shit-faced. Still can't help it. I still think I might want a baby. Like, there's just moments in life I'm just grabbing at signs from the universe. Think, oh, maybe I should have a baby. It happened to me the other day. I was in the queue in a shop to buy a new light bulb. Because I'm not a student anymore, my light bulb had gone. I'm not going to sit there in the dark for 6 months. So I was in the queue, and in the queue in front of me was a man with a baby. He was a dad. You've got to give people the benefit of the doubt in that scenario. Can't go storming in going, excuse me, is that your baby? You've just got to admit it probably is, right? And on the wall, there were these light switches. They weren't real light switches. They were just, like, designer ones to show you what they would look like on the wall. And the baby was playing with them. It was going, ah-da-da-da-da-da-da, playing with them. And the dad was going, yeah, try that one. And was going, ah-da-da. I saw that. I thought, ooh, that's quite sweet. Maybe I want a baby. There's something in that tableau that I quite like. Maybe I want a baby. Am I broody? Is this brood? And then the dad walked off with the baby, and I wandered over to the light switches and started playing with them. I thought, oh, no, that's what I wanted.
Very good, Ed. Yes, the question I was looking for is, what will the gap between Olympic Games be for the newly announced 2020 host city, Tokyo? This is news that Tokyo has beaten rivals Madrid and Istanbul to stage the 2020 Olympics and Paralympics. The last time the city hosted the Olympics was in 1964.
France are going to be pissed off, aren't they? Because, like, Japan's got it, Spain didn't get it, and Turkey didn't get it. Now, Spain didn't have any money, Turkey's next to a war zone, and Japan's had some nuclear meltdown, and still Paris can't get the games.
Yeah. Aren't the 2020 Olympics for people with perfect vision?
Harsh for the 2020 Paralympics blind events, if you expect that as well.
I think the mascot for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics has got to be Godzilla, hasn't it? I mean, it'd be fantastic. They're all doing the sailing, and then suddenly this mascot looms out of the sea. They'll break world records. They'll never have sailed that quickly.
They said, didn't they? They said that Fukushima was no problem because it's... how far away is it?
It's 100 miles away.
So that gives them lots of time to stop the mutant lizard destroying the opening ceremony.
I didn't know Boris Johnson was going.
Yeah.
What are the Japanese government going to do about Fukushima?
In my experience, these things tend to sort themselves out.
Give it a couple of million years, it'll be fine.
This too shall pass. Just about 10 million years.
Just hope during the Olympics the rowers don't fall out of their boats, you know, into the radioactive water. Double skulls? Yes, actually.
Yeah. Copters fours.
I'm with you. The Fukushima is they're going to build an ice wall to trap the water, because the water's dripping out of them.
Is it being solved by the X-Men or something?
I'm not saying they're going to build it with their minds. They're going to have to take with the machine and stuff. They're going to storm, make ice wall with your breath.
What will the ice wall do then? You did physics.
It'll block the bad things from getting into the other place. Obviously, I've made it a little bit more comprehensible.
They've actually restarted fishing off Fukushima, haven't they? And so you can now apparently get real fish fingers and a cod drumstick. So,
which sports, by the way, are back in the Olympics and look like they weren't going to be in?
Whaling.
Yeah.
You watch, they'll be right back in with that.
Yeah. Kiss chase. Yeah, kiss chase is in, yeah. Hide and seek, they're doing that.
Hide and seek was. Somebody actually did propose hide and seek.
Iraq could win that.
Yeah. This is where we test our performers' stand-up skills. We spin our news generator. It settles on a topic and anyone can volunteer jokes about the chosen subject. The winners are the people I judge to produce the funniest stuff. OK, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. First subject is sleep. Ebra.
Does anyone here sleep with someone who snores? Yes? Well, I envy you, because I lie awake next to someone who snores. My wife snores terribly, and part of what keeps me awake is lying there going, how do you sleep through this? I can't sleep through it, I'm only next to it. The noise is inside your head. And how come you can sleep through that? But the sound of me making a sandwich in our kitchen, that wakes you up. There is no way me making a sandwich makes more noise than you're making right now. She snores so... She said the cutest thing to me one time, though. She says, do I not sound like a kitten purring? Bless. No. You sound like a cat drowning in porridge. If I had a kitten made that noise, I'd put it down. Apparently she had her nose broken a couple of times when she was a kid. Didn't teach her, she's still bleeding snores.
Thank you very much, Ed. OK, let's spin the wheel again. Subject is health. Andy Parsons.
With flu jabs now, what they do, don't they, is they put a little bit of flu into you to help you combat the flu. I was thinking by that argument, surely you should be able to have the odd cake to help you fight obesity. Because let's face it, you can do too much exercise, can't you? You know, did you see Madonna's arms? They didn't look right, did they? It's like half human, half Terminator. Of course, that's the problem when you're always picking up small African children going, no, no, no.
Thank you very much, Andy. OK, that leaves it with Russell and Jack. Let's spin the wheel. The next subject is television. Who wants to come into that? Jack.
I get very frustrated with pretty much everything on television. I find adverts at the moment particularly annoying, like the banking adverts, because they're trying to portray bankers as being nice people. Like, they've got this one at the moment for, like, a mobile bank that travels around the country, and you walk in and there's your friendly local bank manager acting like a hairdresser, like, nattering away. You know, you walk up to the till, it's like, oh, how was your holiday? I went camping. Oh, why did you go camping? Because you lost all of my money! Decided the only option I've got is just to not watch TV at all, because everything annoys me. And I've got quite a lot of people that pressure me into doing that as well. Like my dad, he's quite old-fashioned. He's always saying, you don't need to watch television. You should do other things, better things, more edifying things. Don't watch TV, Jack. You should read. Read the great novels. They're entertaining, they're educational. Even read the Bible. The Bible is engrossing, it's enthralling. The stories of Jesus, they're encapsulating, they're invigorating. I'm like, no, Dad. If I wanted to be entertained by 12 people sat round a table trying to impress some bearded Jewish know-it-all that thinks he's some kind of deity, I will watch The Apprentice.
Thank you very much, Jack Whitehall. OK, Russell, let's see what you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. That's fitness.
Could have been camel toes. Now, I was in the gym the other day. I was in a locker room, and a 5-year-old boy ran in and jumped into a locker. Now, sometimes you know you're just going to have an incident, right? You could hear him in there giggling, and you knew what he was going to do. He was going to jump out and scare his mates, because his mates appeared seconds later, like, where's Stephen gone? Where's Stephen? He was there a minute ago. This is most irregular. And he waited, not for his mates, but for 3 huge naked men. It was fantastic. They were kind of walking past, and this little kid leapt at those men like a cat with rabies. It was incredible, right? Just from nowhere, the noise they made, I've never heard a noise like it. They sounded like a tugboat getting molested. It was like, His long-suffering dad is in the showers, obviously heard this and went, that'll be my bloody boy! Ran back, confronted this glowing hellbeast and went, Stephen, what have I told you about acting up in public? And this little kid cut his dad down with one very simple sentence. Dad, your willy's moving. You're just there going, oh, the world is a better place.
Thank you very much, Russell. At the end of that round, the points go to Ed and Jack. News of the King of Pop, the news of the King... you have heard this, I presume, somewhere. This is the news of the King of Pop, Michael Jackson, is dead. The 50-year-old star died suddenly following a cardiac arrest and was just weeks away from his This Is It tour in London. His death has left millions of fans in mourning. One devastated fan said, "I was at Disneyland when I heard he died. I didn't want to believe it. It was only when Mickey Mouse confirmed it to me that I accepted it."
You know how in the future everyone will say, "Oh, do you remember where you were when Michael Jackson died?" Almost everybody will be able to answer, "I was texting a joke about Michael Jackson." Even the doctor that was announcing that he died had a look across his face like, "I've got one." He touched millions of fans. People are going to love this.
There was a bloke on the radio, I was listening on 5 Live or something, he said, brilliantly, he said, "I'm really glad that he didn't do those 50 nights at the O2 because I think they would have killed him."
People reacted to his death very differently, didn't they? I mean, like Jermaine Jackson was on the news saying that he wished that he'd died instead. Do you see that?
Yeah.
And I reacted differently. I wished that he'd died as well.
There are, now that he's dead, 13 singles in the top 40. So the Spice Girls, they know what they've got to do, don't they?
When they found him, they said that he was face down on the floor next to the bed, and they didn't call an ambulance for 50 minutes because they just thought he was looking for the other glove.
It can't have been easy, though, for them to actually work out he was ill, can it? Because let's face it, he's been looking pale for 20 years.
Yeah, but come on, I genuinely think the symptoms of a massive cardiac arrest are more than... You're looking a bit pale there,
We seem to forget. We're forgetting, though, that the guy was a genius. Like, he wrote some of the best records of our generation. Thriller is still the best-selling album
I think you'll
of all
find
time.
Glenn Miller wrote some of the best records of my generation.
OK, of my generation. But, no, the guy was a genius. I mean, what black man can produce 3 white kids? It's amazing. Frankie's got a better chance of being their dad than Michael.
You're right, though, Jim. If that is the case, they're in real trouble.
Yeah.
A choice between Michael and Frankie.
Sorry, kids, a bit of a change of location for you. You're going to live with Uncle Frankie now.
After staying with Michael Jackson? It's all got to be up from there, hasn't it? Do you know the weirdest thing about Michael Jackson? I didn't even know this. He was a Jehovah's Witness. That's like the least weird thing about him. I bet when he went to the Jehovah's Witness meetings, they pretended not to be in. Michael, turn the telly down.
Although he did look like someone who wouldn't have a blood transfusion, didn't he?
I think people generally, because they loved his music so much, they were willing to forgive him what he got up to in his private life. So there's a lesson in there, isn't there? For Gary Glitter, write better songs.
But the memorial had a huge number of stars. You know, Stevie Wonder, Mariah Carey, Lionel Richie. Oh, yeah, and the kid from Britain's Got Talent. I love it.
Hey, they gave Stevie Wonder a seat in the front row.
Wait, you got to wait 10 minutes for him to walk all the way from the back of the theatre. Next up, Stevie Wonder. Come on, Stevie, we haven't all day here, right? Stevie's like, "I'll be with you in a minute." Weaving his way, like in the middle of the row. Sorry, excuse me, sorry, I'm on. Like...
You know that they said they'd had thousands of volunteers to be pallbearers at Michael Jackson's funeral. I bet they did. Where were they when Barry White died?
One of the best stories about this, I don't know if you read this, was that Bubbles has been banned from the funeral because he's too violent. That's a fantastic story, isn't it? But surely Michael Jackson's dad's going, who beat him up for 20 years, and yet a monkey who likes to throw his poo around a bit much. But they didn't even tell him because they didn't want to upset him. He's a monkey! As if he sat there going, no.
You see, I
banana! Num, num, num. When did we start telling pets Somebody must have made the decision, like, Michael's dead, somebody better tell the Tigers. Do you reckon they'll do that with David Blunkett? If he pegs it, someone better tell his dog. He's gone, David. No!
I think the dog will sense the dead weight on the lead. Yeah. I think he should have left Bubbles to Diana Ross. Because it's great. He left the three kids to Diana Ross and she didn't know. That's a... They're going to turn up and she's going to go, what is it, trick or treat? No, we always wear these. Right?
He's left his kids to Diana Ross.
She doesn't know. It's like, we should all do it. Let's all put that in our... Like, it's be like Rick rolling.
It would be great, though, if we did leave everything to Diana Ross. If everyone in the world got together, just leaving anything, you know, like a bugle or a flute, just so that she'd be sat there going, this is ridiculous. I feel like I'm in the middle of a chain reaction.
Do you think? Do you think for parenting, if they're misbehaving, you just go, stop, in the name of love?
When I was actually, seriously, when I was like, I suppose when I was about 8 or 9, I was a massive Michael Jackson fan, and I wish I'd known at the time that I was his type. You know the conspiracy theory at the minute? There's a conspiracy theory already that Michael Jackson faked his own death. If he faked his death, where could he go in the world that he would blend in? Does Cornwall even have a police force?
Isn't it odd that Michael Jackson's dancing deteriorated as he got whiter and whiter?
Our next round is called If This Is the Answer, What Is the Question? On the board are 6 categories. Holly, which category would you like?
Please, may I have home news?
OK, home news it is. The answer is poultry, axes and pills. What is the question?
Is this the ingredients for the hardest ever episode of Ready, Steady, Cook?
Is it what gave my sister the hen night she wasn't expecting?
Is it what 3 things are inadvisable to smuggle up your arse?
What are the only 3 ways I can still get the horn?
Is it what is the actual title of an aisle in Aldi?
Is it what accessories come with the Charlie Sheen action figure?
What 3 things do you need if you're going to cook cock ovalium?
Is it a night out of Bill Cosby? Is it what respectively makes you a threat to vegans, trees and headaches?
Is it what ingredients does Heston Blumenthal need to make a lemon meringue pie?
What are the only 3 things the BBC haven't managed to build a bake-off style show around?
What 3 things do you need if you're going to make an abattoir where the chickens have a choice?
Oh, that is... Wow, that is dark. So I put it to you again, Mac Cluckerson. Shall I do it or shall you do it? Then you know the correct answer.
What are you allowed to have a plastic... OK, what are you allowed to get a free plastic bag with if you're buying? I didn't say this right.
Say it one more time.
OK. Because it's really technical. Because it's like, what are you allowed... What? No, I can't do it.
You have all the bit...
What are the exceptions? OK, I've got it.
For which items?
What are the exceptions to the free plastic bag? No. I've got it!
Okay. What 3 products would exempt you from the 5p charge on a plastic bag?
That's absolutely right. We start with a round called If This Is the Answer, What Is the Question? On the board are 6 categories. Matt, which category would you like?
World news, please.
OK, world news it is. The answer is petrol, money and drugs. What is the question?
Is it the 3 middle names of Princess Charlotte?
Is it what 3 things might a Greek keep in a chicken?
Is it what do gangsters play instead of rock, paper, scissors?
Is it what 3 things are keeping Keith Richards alive?
Is it what in the sound of music are the Von Trapp's family's real favourite things?
What are the 3 characters called on a packet of Colombian Rice Krispies?
Is it what 3 things are we being paid in this evening?
All together in one big bucket.
Yeah.
What will the motto be for the Qatar World Cup? No, that's an English.
Is it complete the song? Hugh Pugh, Barney McGrew.
That scans. That probably scans very, very
It'd be a
well.
much better song, wouldn't it?
It would have been very good.
What are the 3 main aisles in a Bolivian Waitrose?
Does anyone know the correct answer?
You know that tattoo you got that you think says peace, love and harmony? Is it to do with Greece?
It is to do with Greece.
Is it what 3 things that they wore in Greece are about to run out of?
Ah, very good. Thank you very much, Ed Byrne. That's excellent. Yes, the question I was looking for is what items are at risk of running out in Greece after Sunday's crucial vote on the EU's bailout terms. This is news as 61% of the Greek population voted against accepting the strict austerity measures proposed by the EU. There's now a real risk that the country will run out of money, fuel and medicine. So what does it all mean for Greece?
It's ridiculous now. The whole thing is just going on. It is like a soap opera. And I don't watch the Eurozone crisis now day to day. I wait till Sunday and I watch the omnibus edition.
This thing of just referring to the Greek exit as Gregxit, it just is like, are you in that much of a hurry that you couldn't say a 3rd syllable?
If the British exit happens, it's going to be called Brexit. It sounds like a cheap form of Lego, or what the Greek Prime Minister does every time he meets Angela Merkel.
I don't get this thing that you can... I didn't know that you could reject banks' demands. If I'd known that, my whole life would have been different. If I'd been able to go to the bank and go, well, I do owe you 10 grand, but I really like my lifestyle.
It could be, but it could be a mis-selling scandal, doesn't it? Because as far as I'm aware, Greece was never made to sign that box that said your home is at risk if you do not keep up the repayments.
You think they're waiting for the PPI?
Yeah, I think
the
they'll
400 quid of PPI.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that will bail them out of this time.
Apparently the Greek government have admitted that living in their past is their Achilles heel.
No one was expecting that reaction.
No. Oxy, they went. Oxy to that. I think it's definitely a case that if they want to get bailed themselves out, like whatever, they really just have to invoke copyright law on all the stuff they invented some time ago now, right? But that they definitely invented, like democracy, triangles and gays. And if they...
Philosophy as well. The birthplace of philosophy, isn't it?
Or was it?
Yes. Or you
Who
know,
knows?
well...
Why do you think that there is a professional philosopher at home going, that's not what philosophy is? It's not just going, or is it?
I think there's a lot of opportunities in Greece, actually. I'm going to start a band called Cash Machine, because people will be queuing around the block. But we've been told if we go on holiday to Greece that we should take lots and lots of money with us.
Yes.
To rub it in?
I think it's to pay your kidnappers.
I think there's a ploy behind telling tourists to bring as much cash with them as they possibly can, because they know there'll be a load of overweight, old British tourists there with massive bum bags of cash round the front. They're basically just sitting human ATM machines. That's all they are.
Do muggers line up behind the tourists? One of them goes, no, €60 each.
Yeah.
There is a limit for mugging these people. That's it. We start with a round called Picture of the Week. I show the panel a topical image and ask them to tell me what's happening. So, what's going on here?
Oh, is this the live-action remake of the Pixar film Up?
Is Trump saying, of all the Kims I've met this week, you're in the top 2 sexiest?
Is Donald Trump saying, I've always been a very big fan of yours, Mr. McIntyre?
Wait. Is it the finalists from the world's worst hair competition meet up?
Is Trump saying, don't look now, but he's got a telephone on his head?
Don't think much of this remake of Rush Hour.
Is this the people who are down to the last 2 to present Saturday Night Takeaway?
Is he having a little fart there? Look, his little back flaps up.
How long have you been working in men's tailoring?
Is that not what that's for?
It's not. I'm not sure that's exactly what it's for, but it's certainly never referred to as... And certainly, we've also included a little back flap.
Or is Trump saying it's good to see the American flag next to the flag for Pret a Manger?
Does anyone have the actual answer?
This is the summit between Kim Jong-un and Donald Trump in Singapore.
Absolutely right. Thank you very much. Yes. This is a picture of the North Korean leader Kim Jong-un and US President Donald Trump. This week, the two signed an agreement to move towards the denuclearization of North Korea. How did the summit go, then? Are we writing the first draft of history here? Was it a success, or are we all going, did that just happen? What was that?
It seemed to go well, but you can't really tell. Trump did no preparation, apparently, for it at all. And his excuse for doing that was that he didn't need to, because he said, I rely on my touch, my feel, that's what I do. And that is why 24 women are accusing him of sexual assault.
North Korea said that they would destroy a missile site, but they didn't specify that it would be a North Korean missile site.
We shall denuclearize by using up all our nuclear bombs on South Korea.
A plan which is literally soul destroyer.
Yes.
You also don't need to know.
Thank you! I'll take it.
Trump said the past does not have to define our future, which to me proves that he has read Gareth Southgate's England team talk.
How did he arrive, by the way? Did he arrive in a great pomp?
In a big house with balloons attached to them.
Yeah.
He arrived in a sort of a motorcade, didn't he, with lots of...
He does. He always travels in the motorcade with people running alongside.
Look like they've just push-started it.
Is he going to win a Nobel Prize for this? I'm sorry, just put that. Is he going to win the Nobel Prize for this?
Which one?
Trump, presumably.
He's certainly not going to win it for physics or literature.
OK, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. The first subject is drinking. Who wants to come in on that? Tess.
Hi, give me a chief, you like a drink? Cool, I don't drink, because I'm not an infidel. But the reason I bring you up is because last summer I got invited to a stag do, and that stag do was in Benidorm. Thing is, the whole time I was in Benidorm, because I genuinely don't drink, I was a bit like, you know that guy who goes through Alton Towers, but he just holds the bags and the coats when everyone else goes on the rides? That's what it felt like for me in Benidorm. But genuinely, I've never touched a single drop of alcohol in my life. And, well, tell a lie. There might have been this one time in Benidorm. So I'm out with the lads. It's a stag do. I'm stagging it. Textbook, just having a great time. And I came back to our table, and there's glasses on there filled with clear liquid. I picked up quite innocently what I thought was my lemonade. Took a sip of it, spat it back out, turned out to be vodka and lemonade. And I'd never drunk before, so the vodka, it really burnt my mouth. And I felt awful, because I'd just broken one of the major rules in my religion for the very first time. # a big deal. At that moment, I just took a step back and honestly, genuinely, hand on heart, just really, really wished that I hadn't smoked so much weed before I left the hotel. Mum, if you're watching this, weed is street slang for Basil.
Thank you very much, Ben. OK, that leaves us with Milton. Let's see what your topic is. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is communication. Where you go?
Recently, I've joined up the group Eavesdroppers Anonymous. Not that they know. I wouldn't like to burgle my house. Oh, no. Well, it would be pointless, wouldn't it? Stealing things I already own. Missiles! Missiles! They don't even sound accurate. If your name is Andre, don't end your texts with a kiss. As early as 1724, Sir Tim Montague had the idea for the post-it note, but he'd nothing to write it down on. So if you're at a party and you spill some red wine on a white carpet, best thing to do is to get some ordinary table salt, throw it in the face of the host, and make a run for it. Annoying, isn't it? When you go shopping, you buy something, you get it home, and then you see the sticker, buy one and get one free. And you think, I could have got another shoe.
Thank you very much. Point to the and go to Tez. Well done. Everyone comes back. TV shows that never made it to air.
Hi, I'm Bill Oddie, and this is Badger Cull Live.
Complicated financial fraud, she wrote.
Yes, it's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Police, camera, paperwork.
Let's see if you can guess who it is in Lloyd Grossman's Through the Arsehole.
Celebrity Love Island. Oh, no, Christ, that really happened.
You've been shot.
He also said, didn't he, that in this interview, that he'd lost a lot of weight over the last year.
He lost all that weight doing the 5-2 diet,
Yeah.
which is where you eat for 5 days and then you starve yourself for 2 days. And he liked it so much, he put loads of families on it.
I like the idea of Tories wandering around Manchester. So, oh, so what, is it zone 70? I've been up here before. Chips and gravy, got any jus?
Have you ever seen Ian and Duncan Smith in the same room?
Have you, for the last one, thought they were a double act?
It's obviously some kind of benefit scam.
I'll just sign this for Duncan Smith as well.
It sounds like it's a nickname, doesn't it? Like Ian Duncan. How'd you get that then?
He loves a biscuit, doesn't he? Smashing them, mate. Hobnobs. Covered in hobnobs here, is that what Ian?
It sounds like Ian Duncan used to work as a plasterer or something. Oh, he used to walk down the sides. Oh, Duncan Smith. That's what he called Ian.
We lost that contract, the amount of biscuits he ate.
Yeah, leave it at Duncan. I really can't do an English accent, I apologise.
Was that an English accent?
Yeah, it was.
Leave it at Duncan.
Yes.
Oh, don't go and do that to me.
No, not now, not with the biscuits.
Oh, danke.
Get out there, apples and pears, man.
Oh, I'll be getting all this for my trouble and straw.
Hello, I'm Dara O'Brien. Happy Christmas and welcome to a special festive edition of Mock the Week. We'll be talking about the holidays as well as looking back at some of our favourite moments from the last series, along with bonus bits we've never shown before. Hope you enjoyed them. We start with a round called If This Is the Answer, What Is the Question? On the board are 6 categories. Fred, which category would you like?
World news, please, Dara.
OK, your category is world news. The answer is 1/5. What's the question?
Is this what fraction of the Jackson 5 might miss the Christmas party?
Is it how much of the weekend can Andrew Flintoff remember?
Is it how much of French and Saunders is Saunders?
Is it what proportion of Enid Blyton's The Famous Five can lick their own testicles?
Is it England's only dwarf king was called Henry the what?
How much of a Boris Johnson speech is not, well, I say,
yes? Is it how does Jamie Oliver pronounce one fish?
Is it how much of Wikipedia is true?
I'll tell you, on that... Actually, I won't mention that on telly.
What does it say about you?
Go on, what does it say about you?
No, go on.
It says, somebody's written, I was once kicked out of a zoo for punching a monkey, and then somebody underneath has put correction, he spanked the monkey.
That's hard.
I didn't do either. Didn't do either.
In my bit on a trivia about me, it says, I once aided the RSPCA in saving a goose from a tile shop. I don't remember the event. It's incredibly specific.
What's the point of Wikipedia if people just write it themselves? I think every Wikipedia entry should have to start with "I reckon."
Probably.
Yeah.
Do you know
On
what?
the balance
Somebody
of
else.
possibilities.
I've just remembered another. This is a creepy thing that somebody put on my Wikipedia. They said of me, he looks like the kind of straight bloke that would be quite good at gay sex. I'll be honest, when I read that, I did go get in. But he went on to say, but he looks like he'd cry afterwards. So there's part of me now that wants to find a gay man to test the theory. So if there's any out there, bring it.
I suspect there will be a few out there.
Yeah.
Probably about 1/5.
There you go.
What honour was the actor Nicolas Cage given this year?
Oh, Nicolas Cage, right? He's actually going to be able to turn the Christmas lights on in Bath.
This, by the way, aren't the lights in Bath. This is...
Apparently, what happened
Those
was...
are the lights in Dundee.
Somebody actually put a note through his door. He's got a house in Bath, and he's agreed to turn on the lights. I put a note through Cheryl Cole's door, and apparently that's a matter for the police.
Do you know what's really weird about this story?
Not only is it incredible that they've got Nicolas Cage to do it, but also there must have been an incredibly uneasy phone call to Barry Chuckle. Yeah, sorry, Barry, Nicolas Cage is doing it.
Well,
Maybe they gave him a part in an action movie where he knocks out Vin Diesel by turning round quickly with a plank.
Do you know what's really awkward about this story? This is genuinely true. Until last week, I was doing it.
Really?
I was there. Yeah. And then from nowhere, Cage has just jumped. It's funny. All my relatives like, do you want us to sort him out? No, I don't want you to sort him out. Because we'll go around there and mess him up. Don't mess him up.
Because you were originally up for the part in Face Off as well, weren't you?
And what's really funny about it is the lady that posted the letter through the door is the exact lady that went, oh, we'd love you to do it. You'd be great. And then I read in the paper, without even telling me, the big Nicholas... You bitch.
about 10 years ago, I switched on the Christmas lights in Kidderminster.
Wow!
And because I've been rude.
Two things. A, you did it. And B, there are Christmas lights in Kidderminster.
Yeah, there are. Were you asked to do this?
Yeah, because we've been
We had Bruce Willis!
We've been rude about Kidderminster on television. Got a letter from the Kidderminster Tourist Board or whatever saying, would you come and switch on the Christmas lights? So you think, well, that'd be great, I'd love to do that. But you don't actually do it. Because what they do is they give you one of those enormous pretend switches, right? And you have to kind of go like this on a balcony to a crowd below, and you kind of go, oh, I'm going to press the thing now. And you press it, and as you press it, a bloke in a room behind turns on a switch. So you're not doing it.
So hang on a minute, so that bloke's going to be me. I'm going to be the
Right.
So you were asked to do it because you were rude about
Because I was
Kidderminster.
rude about Kidderminster. I also did a joke once about Wolverhampton and got invited on a tour of Wolverhampton.
I'm thinking bigger than that. If I slag off Jessica Alba, do I get a tour of Jessica Alba?
Well, apparently Bristol wanted to have Bruce Willis switching on their lights, but then they remembered that he tends to get into a lot of trouble around Christmas time.
Our next round is called Newsreel, replaying a recent piece of footage featuring people in the news and ask Hugh to suggest what might be being said. This week's clip features Gordon Brown.
Hello, happy Christmas, everybody. Just making sure everything's ready for the event tonight. Where am I sitting? That's it. Just here. No decorations, I see. That's good. I'm Scottish. I don't do joy. So, sitting in the middle here. That's right. Right next to the President of the United States. He's specially requested he sit next to me. So, when a barber comes in, if you could just make sure that he sits in that chair. Super glue him if you have to. That's good. What the hell is going on? I was meant to be sitting next to President Obama. I come in, somebody switched all the nameplates on, and now he's sitting next to that great, fat Scottish guy with a hairy arse. It's completely unbelievable. Testing. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. What? Anybody know what number comes next? No, one of the economy's in shite. So,
what would you like from the menu?
I have 1,000 burritos, 3,000 nachos, and a pint of Tamiflu, please. Thank you. So, let's get on with the main event. Let's get on with the first round of this, the annual G20 Leaders Christmas Quiz. Question set by Great Britain. In front of you should find a picture round and an anagram round. But to get things going, we'll do world news. So, on Boxing Day 1994, who did Raith Rovers beat? 3 goals to 2 at Starks Park. So, 3 goals to 2, Starks Park. Nice, easy one to start them off there. In the meantime, I think I'll just have a quick look round, see if anybody's written any more interesting speeches than I have. I think practically everybody. So, that's unbelievable. I just get off for a piss. I'm Gordon Brown, he's nicked my bloody seat again. Oh, what is going on? Good news. I've just told Manchester City to bid 300 million for Bobby Charlton. Yes, Mr. Putin, he did what? They voted for Norway in Eurovision. Leave it with me. Kill him.
Hey, Obama, when you come to Australia, don't think you're going to play with my didgeridoo.
So, go on, Brian. Tell him the joke. Go on, he would love to hear a joke. He loves jokes. Okay, Obama, come here. Yes, you're lovely. I got this from a Christmas cracker. What happens when you eat Christmas decorations? Huh? You get tinselitis.
I don't believe it. He nicked my bloody chair. I was sitting there, he just come on, he nicked my bloody chair. It's unbelievable.
So that's the first round done. Now to the second round. This should be slightly easier. Economic news. Which Scotsman was single-handedly responsible for saving the world economic system? So, which Scotsman saved the world economic? Nice, easy question there. I think we'll get full marks for that one. That's, incidentally, Barack, I don't know what you're doing at Christmas, but you're quite welcome to join us at Oxford Boxley. We'll be doing charades, drinking lots of whiskey, and best of all, I'll be there. So,
Oh, my God, I'm so tired. I think I left Carla chained to the bed. I have to go and get her. What am I doing in this footage?
So, Gordon Brown, what a great guy. Yeah, he's a great guy. That's my bit done. Could you get me out of here? Gordon is so dull. It says on this bit of paper I'm meant to be sitting next to an Indonesian guy. What happened to him? So that's the end of round 2. Now we come on to the famous picture round. In front of you, you'll find pictures of 8 Scottish Episcopalian cathedrals. I'd like you to put those in the correct geographical order, north to south. In the meantime, I'm going to go through the rounds, the scores of the previous round, and some very funny team names you've come up with, of course. Putin's Polonium, currently on 2 points. Sarkozy, so easy, on 5. Nicolau normally likes to score more than that. Leading at the moment with 10, Great Britain and their team, Gordon must go. But to leave you, I'm going to tell you a Christmas joke. Why did Santa have to close his toy factory? Elf and safety. That's oh, God.
So, what are you doing for the Christmas?
I remember years ago getting up really early Christmas morning, running downstairs, ripping open one of my presents, but unfortunately it was a puppy. That's not true. It was a kitten. That's not true. It was an old man. I remember all I wanted for Christmas was an action man. What I got was a plastic doll with a cord on the back, and you pulled it when 25, 25, 25, 30, 35, 35, 35, 40. Looked at the packet. Auction man. I don't know about you, I often feel like Joseph at the inn in Bethlehem, holding a crib of straw and saying, no, I wanted to see the manager. I think the most peaceful Christmas I remember, the manger. I think the most peaceful Christmas I remember was when my mother mistakenly covered the cake with tomazepam.
The Christmas quiz! Okay. People now come specially for the Christmas quiz to look at our fabulous decorations. Nice.
He's got
this
shit
thing, which I think is actually sort of sweet. And then, for no particular reason, a squirrel. A squirrel with tinsel on him, which is not in any way
and
effective.
Donald Trump's hair at the back.
And then this, a genuine, you can purchase this, which is a glistening owl with antlers on. You know, you can just cost like £4.50 or something in a shop.
Is this your audition for QVC?
Anyway, so that's, you know, hey. OK, here's the Christmas quiz, right? In which there'll be quizzes and questions. What makes the traditional British Christmas dinner unique?
Turkey, sprouts.
No. What is it about it that actually...
Racism.
No, not unique, it's an achievement. Not racism.
You can't say that for every question, Nick.
So what makes a British Christmas dinner outstanding?
Why did you ask it again without mumbling?
I'm sorry, I remember my face is full of your shitty lemon meringue pie.
It is quite tart. It will. It'll...
Oh, it didn't fall apart. Bravo. OK, why is the British Christmas dinner outstanding?
Is it considered the unhealthiest or something?
Very close. Yeah,
it is the most fatty.
It is the unhealthiest in Europe. A typical Christmas dinner in this country contains 3,289 calories, 70 grams of fat, 210 grams of carbohydrates. The second most calorific Christmas dinner in the world.
Who's the most calorific?
Take a wild fucking guess.
Oh, put him down, Camilla. I'm sorry she's insatiable. Anyway, I meant to give you this. I don't know why. I don't care.
Oh, look at this. This is lovely. This is like a lovely Christmas present. Goodness, my voice is even lower than normal. I wonder if they have any strepsils. By the way, I have already paid for this. I'm not walking off with it.
Oh, for goodness sake, Camilla, put them down. It's a compulsion. We haven't got any money.
Oh, no, please, if you could just pop them in the bag, that'd be... Thank you so much. Lovely, thank you.
Just a quick word in your shell-like, Your Royal Highness. That is, in fact, the fourth carrier bag your wife has filled with Christmas goodies. So far, she hasn't paid us for any of them. It's a charity event. Well, don't worry, I'll just write you a pretend IOU. I normally prefer to play the way I handle my relationship with my mother. Contactless. You take your hat off and you bow. That's what you do.
Hat off, Bo. It may be Christmas, but I'm still the Prince of Wales. Yes. Oh, look at these. These are lovely. Would you give me a small furry aviator? Could I have one, please? No, miserable wanker.
Hello, Camilla. We got all the goods you asked us to obtain for you.
That's lovely. Are they all here? Oh, what a lovely puppy. Could I have the puppy? Look at these dogs. What lovely dogs. Could I have the dogs?
Well done, unanimous! What do you want for Christmas this year?
I don't know. I don't want anything for Christmas.
Hand job off an elf.
You get the number one gift party for kids this year?
Nerf guns.
The Nerf gun is 64 quid. You could go to America and buy a gun for less than that.
Actually, it's like it's a ludicrously scary thing, the Nerf gun. This is the current...
Hey, don't point that there. Hey, point that over somewhere else.
I promise I'll do really, really careful. I wouldn't dream of doing that to you. Of all the people here, you were the last person that I would fire the boom. Hang on. Oh, yeah, there's three things you can do, right? You can do this big one here.
Whoa.
Right.
Listen, Nerf is how I did this to my eyes. So I'm just saying. I'm just warning you.
OK, cool. I'll get him instead. Right, OK, Grant. Are we OK to sacrifice you for this? And then you can do these.
I guess so.
I bet you could catch one in your
certain
teeth.
there's an instruction manual that says do not aim at people's faces.
Yeah,
Please remember that I am a special man with special powers and do not try this at home.
How far will it get? How far do you think it'll get?
I don't know, but if he hits any of you, sue the shit out of you. All the money they're saving on Bake Off now can go to you.
Can you get to the back? I mean, because this is... I feel it can be unnecessarily powerful, this thing.
Yeah.
OK, so let's decide
Yes, I certainly feel that.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh, nah. Good catch. Well done. Respect. That is, I'm estimating 7 gardens away.
So you asked, what do you want for Christmas? So you could then shoot us.
He's still got the up with me, James, because he got heckled in Derby because they wouldn't shake his hands. I always shake people's hands after the show, and in Derby, I was there the week before and shook everyone's hand, and then someone walked out of his show and went, at least Rob Beckett shook our hand. That actually happened. Can you believe it? He shakes people's hands on the way out the door like a little kiss ass. Afterwards. Here's what most of us do, right? We do our stand-up, and then we go, that'll be enough. And we go back, because that's our job. And Rob goes, no, please light me at the door. It's pathetic. I'm just thankful they came, James. And to be fair, like, you know, it's only 4 people you've got to shake, so you should... Listen, here's what's annoying about it, right? I got heckled with this thing. Well, Rob Beckett shook our hands. What else did they say? What else did they, James, what else did they say? And he had proper jokes. So then I was like, right, for a joke then at the end, I said goodnight, and then I legged it downstairs to the door, and I shook all their hands on the way. I was like, however, 4 of them, but like, shaking all of their hands. And when the last one went out, and it was clearly a joke that I was doing to make fun of Rob, and the last one went out, and the venue manager came up to me and went, thanks for doing that. It really means a lot to him, and people take the time to shake their hands. I was like, that was a joke! I'm just Rob Beckett. Yeah, but the thing is, let's be honest, I didn't have many other options open to me career-wise, so I'm just very thankful they turn up. Genuinely, because without them, I would probably be on the street.
Yeah. At the end of my shows, I'd say, I've been James Acaster, and it could have been anything. And I walk
Why would you want to be given clothes as a Christmas present in Iceland?
Because it's really cold.
It's cold.
It's freezing there.
It's a land of ice, Dara!
Is it because you can take them back and get the money back in exchange for the clothes?
No,
Oh.
it's not that perfectly practical good reason to get clothes.
Yeah, because clothes is just a good present wherever you are.
Oh, God, yes, I know. OK, the question...
Because people don't have
I'm sorry,
clothes.
are you getting exasperated at us, trying to think of humorous answers to ridiculous questions that you're posing? Should we just try our hardest to come up with the correct answer? Would that slightly miss the point of a comedy quiz?
Is it because normally they sell frozen food?
The reason you should be given clothes as a Christmas present is to stop you getting eaten by the Yule cat. Yule Kuterin.
Tell you what, I wonder why you didn't get the QI presenting. There's got to be one show you don't present, hasn't
There
there?
has to be, yeah. Don't potentially, yeah. What might you expect to eat at Christmas in Japan?
Food.
Yes.
Sushi.
No.
Sashimi.
No. Don't just name all Japanese things you can think of.
Wagamamas.
No. A bucket of...
Eels.
No.
Turkey.
That's not a clue.
It's a really good clue. A bucket
Fried chicken.
Of fried chicken.
Is it fried chicken?
It's fried chicken, Nish. Not just any fried chicken.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Fried chicken. Since 1974, KFC has marketed itself in Japan as a Christmas food.
Oh, very clever.
With the advertising phrase, Kentucky for Christmas. That's... Look.
I beg your pardon.
Kentucky for Christmas. A lot of things to hear at Christmas.
Oh, John, thank you so much for my electric toothbrush. No, it's everything I wanted and more. Oh, you got lots of nectar points on it. Good.
Do the fork and take a pew. This might run for a while. Yeah.
Oh, Sarah. A holiday to Barbados? That's going to help in the fight against plaque.
It's Christmas. Today? Are you sure? The shops have kept that very quiet.
Oh, look, everyone's eating all the nuts I've bought. I should buy some more.
Leg or breast? I'd really rather you just put your clothes back on, Greg.
I'd just like to reassure everyone that the sponsorship deal will have no effect on this year's nativity. Now, Joseph, if you could just pop Jesus in the Pret a Manger.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Christmas with a vegan.
This is your Christmas and birthday present. Yes, it is a turkey with 16 candles stuck in it.
We always have a goose here at Christmas. I don't know why, really. Its conversation's terrible and it shits all over the floor.
OK, here we go. Let's have a look at the first topic. And the first subject is relationships. Ellie.
So I've got quite a close relationship with my sister, and she's got my little nephew, Henry, who is a prick. No, he is. Don't take his side. You haven't met him. Because before he came along, I was the youngest in the family. I was the baby of the family, which we all know is the socially acceptable way for saying favourite. A role I was born to play until my sister, Slaggy McSlaggerson, got herself knocked up by some dude she had barely been married to for 6 years. Suddenly it was all about her and the baby within. Now, initially, naively, I did actually get quite excited about the pregnancy, because I think especially from, like, a female point of view, you wouldn't be human if you didn't get excited about your sister putting on a lot of weight. Had a lot of fun with that. We did. I changed her ringtone to the sound of a large lorry reversing. Just sisterly banter, really. But the banter stopped when the baby came, because suddenly it was all about him. No one paid me any attention anymore. Like, I don't know if you've ever had, like, sort of a family dinner with a small child around. It's a nightmare. There's food being thrown, there's shit everywhere, there's tits hanging out. You name it, I tried it, still nothing. Thank you.
Very good. OK, that leaves us with Milton. Let's see what you've been given us. Spin the wheel. And the topic is entertainment.
I'm reading a book at the moment. It's called The Anticlimax. The first part is good. I see Rihanna had to cancel a concert because she got salmonella. Ella. I also see that down by the Thames they're making another wheel, this time dedicated to Mary Poppins, called the London Diddle-Diddle-Diddle-Diddle-Eye. My grandmother, she got her scarf caught in one of those Ferris wheels, but she did regain consciousness. After all, what goes around... I was in a nativity play once. I was the man who scares the children because he comes into the hall on the wrong day to play badminton. Lionel Richie says hello, by the way. The other day I saw a sheep pole dancing in a kebab shop.
Thank you very, very much. OK. Getting that round the point. Got a bit of Let's go back. This round is called If This Is the Answer, What Is the Question? On the board are 6 categories relating to current events. For each category, I read out an answer, and the players have to guess what the question might be. David, do you want to choose?
Yeah, can I have the environment, please?
OK, the category is the environment. The answer is between 19 and 23. What is the question?
Is it where the postman puts mail for number 27?
What percentage of the vote constitutes a great result for the Liberal Democrats?
Is it how much Wayne Rooney will weigh in stone 2 months after he retires?
Is it where are the numbers 20, 21 and 22? Or, if you're Peter Stringfellow, how old is too old?
Is it the number of times I'd listened to the Coldplay LP before slipping into a fatal coma?
Is it how many people actually care about the environment? I mean, actually, genuinely care. Don't say they care, but actually care about it.
At a gut level.
Well, let's face it, we all have far bigger and more tropical fish to fry. Greenpeace constantly thump on about how we must save this planet for our children, our children's children, and our children's children's children. But hold on, what if they don't have any children? They might not want children. Let's not spend what is quite a lot of money on hypothetical children. Yeah. Also, I know kids, they like bikes. They like shiny red bikes. I promise you, you show a kid a clean rural stream and a shiny bike, and I'll show you a kid sitting on a bike whilst pissing in a stream. Are they not the future? So, you spray on.
Is it the number of English counties likely to be underwater in 100 years' time?
It's yes, indeed. It's very, very close to that. Yes, it's very, very close.
Jesus Christ! That's terrible! That was less a joke, more an alarming fact.
I thought it was something ridiculously awful, but it's going to happen. Oh, well. Night-night, my children's children. You can ride around on the bike in smaller and smaller circles on a vanishing piece of land.
To be honest, Dara, in Scotland we have mixed feelings about global warming because we will get to sit on the mountains and watch the English drown. More pineapple, Huey!
Let's spin the wheel again. The next topic is men's health. Who wants to come in on that?
I went to the doctors recently with anal issues. I thought I had cancer, not I can't put my CDs in order. But the terrifying moments, right? So scary, because in your head, I'm going to die. And I went there and I took down my trousers. Obviously, we had a chat first, and it just... I'm not very well. You see that, mate? This is a chip shop. You've never done it slower in your life. I was just peeling them down. I got them down to about there. Just heard his booming voice go, "In the other room." You have a decision to make there. Do you pull them up or do you waddle with pride, right? You waddle, that's what you do. When you waddle, you can't help but giggle. The last thing you need is to be giggling before a man's going to pop his finger in your Richard, because now you're a wiggling target, right? I'll be honest, when the finger goes in, you're not laughing anymore! You're like a red arrow! And that's the moment they chat. How you doing? Fine. You draw the curtains, we've gathered quite a crowd. Look at that, it's Atrium Steps and he's getting violated. I'm not alone!
Things you'd never hear a French person say.
Of course, it looked hopeless, but we kept fighting.
I'd like a bottle of Burgundy and a Dairy Lee Dunker, please.
You're English. How nice to meet you.
J'aime beaucoup, Monsieur Jeremy Clarkson.
I've just bought a wonderful little holiday home in the south of Birmingham.
My favourite road? Well, that's got to be the A303. At night, in many ways, it's quicker than the M4 and you get to go past Stonehenge. If you're going London to the West Country, it's A303 for me every time. What a road. What a road.
And we throw that part of the animal away.
Okay, here we go. The first subject is things you wouldn't hear on a history documentary.
Now, while this may look like an ordinary car park in Leicester, this is actually the final resting place of my hymen.
It's on this very spot in Dallas, overlooking the president's motorcade, that John F. Kennedy is going to die.
And it was here in this field that the fighting started. It was Glastonbury 2015 and some prick nicked my tent.
The Trojans had been fooled by a wooden horse. They would never bet on the Grand National again.
I'm walking on the outside of this castle because of my National Trust lifetime ban.
It's 1856, but it'll be 1903 before the Southern train arrives.
Henry VIII liked his wives to be athletic, and that was her downfall. She wouldn't run, she wouldn't walk. She would simply Anne Boleyn.
And so the king appointed a viceroy as a replacement for his regular Roy.
We talk a lot about Winston Churchill's achievements, but we don't talk nearly enough about that ass!
It's 1066, so that can only mean one thing. I shouldn't have bought my digital watch from a market.
Before dawn, the carts would all come out to collect the bodies. That is until the day that Prince Philip finally handed in his driving licence.
As the door was opened, he uttered the words which would start the Russian Revolution. "Excuse me," he said. "Is Lenin?"
This was a time before Sigourney Weaver, when everyone else had to weave their own Sigornies.
Incensed that both Henry and Edward had become king, Thomas the Tank Engine plotted revolt.
Of course, we talk a lot about Richard the Lionheart, but we seldom talk about his brother, William the Leopard Scrotum.
And the tyrannical leader took his own life in the bunker. Is what I hope for every time Trump goes golfing.
Isambard Kingdom Brunel died as the most famous, stupidest named person in the world.
Today, we look at one of the key figures of the Ming Dynasty, your mum.
There's just a small note from the desk that I get into my ear. Frankie, Hugh, they're just a tiny editorial just tweak. If we could have stuff which we actually can broadcast.
Nobody mentioned that.
They have been slagging off. Oh, cramp, man. It's just...
Sorry, that's
you
really...
managed to get a sports injury in the first 20 minutes of the show.
Sorry.
Morris, dance it off, Russell.
Yeah, I can't.
You've got to lie down.
Leave me alone. Get down, get down! I'm going to cross your arm. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry.
It's really telling that the two guests in the show ran to help while the regulars all sat here on our fat holes going, he'll bounce back.
Sorry about that.
There was a fly. There wasn't a fly. There genuinely was. There was a...
Did you catch it?
No, I didn't. What am I, the fucking Karate Kid or something? No, I didn't catch it.
Is it, in the last round of Mock the Week, scenes we'd like to see, how many goes am I going to get to go before...
To go?
To go before Russell interrupts me because I've mispronounced what I was trying to say.
You three, particularly like that look like the evolution of man.
They could be walking like that. We'll have to turn that way.
Saying, weren't they, that Hurricane Katrina was down to... I'll start that again.
What were they saying,
I've got goo. I've got goo all over my face.
What?
Not the first time either.
Don't say that, mate.
Ding, ding.
Do you think I look like Pierce Brosnan with a mouthful of sweets?
That's the end of that round. OK, sorry, I'll do it without slouching quite as much.
At the end of the round, bring me more wine.
You should be ironing your shirt, right? You just there.
In a vest, like a fat Marlon Brando at the end of his career. Just, what? Oh, yeah, points for Russell, and then back.
As it's the last week, let's just have you with, like, a rotisserie chicken.
By how many seats did the Conservative Party fall short of an overall majority at this year's general election? Did you watch it? Did you sit back?
I loved it. It's
great, isn't it?
It's the most British election I ever thought I would see, because no one wanted it to happen, nothing has really changed, and the only people happy are the losers.
That's great, isn't it?
Perfect.
It's the most victorious loss that I've seen since the Jamaican bobsleigh team in Cool Running.
Corbyn kissing his lucky egg?
Yeah. Don't you call Diane Abbott an egg?
Apologies.
So it sort of felt like they campaigned on quite diffuse things, like Labour were talking about, you know, schools and hospitals, and Theresa May kept talking about British values. And the problem is British values mean different things to different people. Like, to some people it means sort of openness, tolerance, and a sense that you should be able to achieve whatever you want regardless of where you're born. And to other people it means white people. Yeah.
By the way, thanks, Reece, for coming in, for balancing off the panel, because we haven't had any just openly racist people on. And we do get a lot of criticism for being a bit lefty, you know, liberal and all that, so it's been useful to have you in.
It's a pleasure to represent my people.
Yeah, but exciting as it unfolded as well.
It was pretty sweet, because she called the election because she was just showing off about trying to get the landslide, trying to show how strong she was. It's like watching someone flex their muscles and then straining too hard and immediately shitting themselves.
What's the difference between a podium and a plinth?
Well, that is... that's a lectern.
Yeah,
podium is the thing that you kind of... that stands on, isn't it?
Well, a plinth is the thing a statue is on. You can place a podium on a plinth, but you can't place a plinth on a podium.
That sounds like a tongue twister.
This is the kind of Irish wisdom we can all look forward to.
Which neatly brings us to the Democratic Unionist Party, who are the new power brokers. Let me just reassure you that you may be enjoying my work, or Graham Norton's work, or Terry Wogan's work. The DUP are not in the whimsical end of Irish. They're not in the gentle comedy of the slightly wry look at life. They're in the chaining up swings on a Sunday so children can't play school of Irish politics.
Why didn't you never tell us about them?
Because, frankly...
This has been 12 years or whatever this show's been going for, and you're just going, you know, all the stuff you normally say, that they won't let me fight the robots and robot wars or whatever.
Just give me one round where I can fight the robots with a weapon of my choice. And we'll see who's the winner there. Who's a Lord now, Mr. Killalot. Why have I not told you about the pleasures of the DUP? Because you ain't ready for the DUP. Wait till you meet the people who don't believe in dinosaurs. That is... What has Trump allegedly put on hold?
His trip to London.
His trip to London!
His trip to London.
Typical liberal BBC audience.
What were you worried about, mate? They're clapping you right now.
It's a bit sort of weird, isn't it? Is this the man who said he would take on ISIS? He's not coming because he's scared of a few Guardian readers with placards.
He's made a huge mistake as well. He's named the new British ambassador from the US is called Woody Johnson, who is perhaps the most American-named man of all time. You may as well have just got the new ambassador is called Hamburger Gun.
The name Woody Johnson is essentially penis.
Yeah.
Oh, double dick rolling into town. Oh, wait, but double dick's running late again.
Always keeps you waiting, just double dick.
The most American man I've ever met was a man who was called Randy Yanker. Genuinely called Randy Yanker.
People don't know this, but Hugh used to be a porn star.
It was
used to be.
Yeah. It was huge, Dennis, wasn't that the...
You know what?
This is a job for a huge Dennis.
That's right. And Dennis is a slight misspelling.
Yeah.